1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright guys, welcome to the show. This week we are starting our sponsorship, and our sponsorship is with Dale Express Taxis and Minibus Hire. So for all your coach hire, minibus hire, this is rather funny from Connor Byrne.
Yeah.
But yeah, for all your bus needs, your minibus needs, give Dale Express a shout on 028 90 622 222, and they also have an app that you can download. So not only do you get you a taxi, they can get you a minibus and a coach hire to bring you all to the football gyms and down to the coast.
Go see some scenes.
Go and see some scenes and get the kids off the street. But yes, thanks to Dale Express, our sponsor of the show this week. Hello, William.
Hello there, Patrick. How are you this week?
I'm grand.
Yes,
Bit scratched up, but I'm alright.
Yeah, what happened? Do you want to explain to people just what happened
I
to
was
you?
fighting the gypsies.
I assume you had been assaulted.
I was fighting the gypsies. I fought them all. No,
Because
I had a fall. I had a wee bit of a fall, just.
Because I was concerned because I got a message from you being like, can't record the podcast tonight. And then the next day, you sent me a photo of your face all cut up to shit.
No, I had a wee bit of a fall, but I'm okay. I have a broken nose and a bit of concussion, but nothing.
That's not what you told me when I answered the phone. I was like, what happened to you, mate? And he was like,
do you have to tell lies? Because people just assume that that's what happened. There's a fight. You know, everybody on Facebook is like, what happened? You must have been fighting. And then you tell them, like, I had a fall and I fell into a door and people are like, no, you didn't.
see, I would believe you instead of you. What was it? You said something really, like, fucking, really, like, mystical. You were like, one of my old grudges came back to get me. And I was like, what the fuck? That could be anyone.
An old man came to see me today.
Like the old gunslinger.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. This is actually the only time Paddy's ever seen 10 in a row. Episode 10, Paddy. Are you excited?
Yeah.
He's raging that I threw in that wee salty jibe. Who was it got announced as their manager?
Your man that was on No Britain's Got Talent was wee lad that done the dancing.
Stavros Flatley.
Him and his son. That's a backroom staff.
He
does look like him.
He does a wee jig across your back if you're injured.
It's just this guy from Australia is like, yeah, I'm going over to sort out the football team. And you know what? Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows who he is. I don't even think Celtic knows who he is. They just give him the job. Fucking, that's it. He's got the job, but just have to get behind him now.
Maybe you need that no-nonsense approach that an Australian has.
Yeah.
School the fucking goal, cunt.
Fucking watch him in a way. Do you want a baby?
Yeah.
There's loads of people watch this in Australia, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on, cunts?
Alright, lads. Do we have to go sit down, say hello?
Your Australian accent just sounds like you're holding your nose.
Oh, yeah, and you're from
I'm
London?
from Sydney.
I'm from fucking London. You fucking cunt.
Whenever I try to do an English guy accent, it goes Australian. And then when I try to do Australian, it goes English.
Darren Matthews does a brilliant Australian accent.
He does. He does
it. Good day, mate. How are you?
Come on, you can't. Who's your name? Or who's your man? He's done Lovers before, the big Australian guy.
Damien Clark.
Damo Clark. He's
Unreal.
outstanding.
Unreal.
Yeah. So, do you think this manager will be good? Do you think he'll be bad? What's your expectations?
Look, it's like anything. People get bigged up and stuff like that. The guy has done well in Australia. He's done well in Japan. Let's see what he can do in Scotland. It's going to be a big culture shock for his wife, isn't it? Yeah. Look, try some of you delicate. Here's a fucking ice cream Mars bar and batter, you fucking cunt.
You ever had those battered Mars bars?
Oh, great.
They're lovely. If you share them with someone, a whole one to yourself is too much for me. But if you, like 3 bites of it, amazing.
Mate, I remember when we were kids, the chippy around the corner from us, and your mom was like, yeah, if you bring something in, I'll batter it for you. And we were like, Freddo bars and fucking everything.
Fuck, a fried Freddo bar?
We were bringing everything into him, and he was like, right, you just need to calm down.
Protestants.
Fried Protestants.
That'd still be fucking delicious.
It was like, do you know what? You brought me in a Mars milkshake one.
Yeah.
And you brought me in a Snickers one. And I have to say, the Snickers taste like a pair of knickers.
Do you not like the Snickers one?
Mate.
I had it last week.
Oh, mate, no.
No, I had a Bounty last week.
I don't like nuts with chocolate.
So, probably a chocolate nut drink isn't for you then.
No. Thank you, Logan.
Apologies.
I really appreciate you bringing them in for me.
Oh, no. I'll do it. I'm stopping anyway. It's that shop. I don't know what it's called near your street.
The one the rounds.
The one the rounds.
Yeah, no,
the sweets are fantastic. It's the same way as in East Belfast. There's so many milkshake shops, all owned by the UDA. Yeah. I am so behind paramilitaries after doing...
Milkshakes bring all the boys to yard. These steps are standing the one in the Woodstock. I'll collect your pallets and make you a strawberry fucking
milkshake. 2 flakes swinging from his nipples.
Yeah. Here, what was it? Wasn't there an ice cream shop that were making pornos in or something?
I haven't heard of this. Where, here?
Yeah.
When?
Like a couple of years ago. Do you not remember this? It was like...
No.
Sean can check that out, right? But definitely, and like an article can go up or something, but definitely there was like a guy in East Belfast or something like that was recording or doing 30 videos or something was happening. That was an ice cream shop.
Is that a screwball in your pants? Are you just pleased to see me?
Here, mate. Dip your ballocks into 100,000 or whatever. I just got a fucking pube in my fucking screw.
I might do that now. Sounds delicious.
What, your balls?
Yeah. Sweetheart, I have a wee surprise for you here. You turn the lights off, you can just hear the rattling.
What are you doing? It's a double dip, baby. Mr. Whitby.
How did you get caught? Do you know?
I can't remember. I remember reading this article. It was in an actual newspaper. I don't think I read it.
Can you find it at all, Sean?
No, but I've just done the worst Google search in my life.
Does that your computer need burnt now, doesn't it?
Oh, it wasn't a good idea. I can't find anything.
What did you Google? What words are in your search bar there?
Ice cream shop, Northern Ireland, porn.
Why'd you do that? That's...
It's just Ian Paisley with 2 pokes. No more!
Have you ever seen porn made from Northern Ireland?
It's shocking. I remember like a Ballymena one, and your mom was just going, "Oh, you fucking like that, hey." Like take it to big fucking hurry.
Like he's looking at someone who's just brought in a really nice car. Fuck, look at that there.
Oh, of course that done you guys.
I remember seeing... Do you remember one? It was a big video like a few years ago. The wee girl sucking some guy off, and she just takes it out of her mouth. He goes, "Choke me with it."
No.
Do you not remember it?
No.
Oh my god, it was fucking everywhere. Like it was one of those, you go on a night out and you just hear someone just go, "Choke us with it."
Jesus Christ.
And I remember all my friends were actually being like, "That's mad." And I just went quiet. One of them just went, "He has a really big dick, doesn't he?" And everyone else was like, "Stop talking."
Oh, Jesus.
It's like we just learned a lot about you. We're not ready for that discussion.
Definitely not.
Are you looking that up?
Well, do you know what? Now I'm sitting going to myself, did I make this up?
I don't know. I've never heard
Leave
that.
it with me. I'm definitely going to find it a bit, but definitely, like, there was some old boy or something, or somebody was caught on it. It was definitely in an ice cream shop. It was definitely here.
I remember over the pandemic, there was a brothel that never stopped, like near Queens.
That's like the Northern Ireland equivalent of New York's slogan.
Yeah.
The city that never sleeps.
The brothel that doesn't stop.
I want to wake up in a brothel that never stops.
Am I... Have you ever been to... I've never seen a brothel ever. I don't know where to find it.
Right. You're asking me if I ever been...
I was going to ask you that, and I realised you're a happily married man, so it's not a good question to ask. So I kind of changed it into myself, but it didn't work.
What do you mean? Somebody talking, huh? Somebody talking about me, huh? What are you trying to say, huh? Figiato, huh?
You watched Scarface earlier, did you?
I don't know what I watched, but it was a wee bit of Italian in it.
Oh, fuck, sorry, I'm hungover as shit today, so I'm breathing like a...
Were you out in a drink?
I was out in a drink.
Where were you?
Marcus Ward in town. Lovely wee bar, got cocktails.
Oh.
It's very good. Have you
been on a date?
Say nothing.
You can say yes or no. We'll not go into details.
They all listen to this podcast, so I'm just not going to talk about it.
You can just say yes or no, what was all.
I withhold my comment.
Right. Were you out with a group of people last night then? Yeah.
No, I was just out alone doing shots.
Right. Okay.
Just sitting by myself.
And did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you have sex with yourself?
3 times, baby.
Did the taxi man get well looked after last night, did he?
I actually fucking forgot to lift money out for him, so he dropped me off my house, and I was like, I forgot to say to you, we need to go back and get money out of the cash machine. He was fucking raging.
Was he?
He was. What was it? That or don't
far?
get... Nah, it was only like 5 minutes up the road, but
Then.
he was pissed off about it. Like, but I'm like, well, do you want paid? Like, cool.
Did you say, I can shoot the her and I can pay in other ways?
Yeah. Ring party.
Have I ever told you like the worst and the best fares I had in taxi?
You have not, but you should, because people love your taxi stories on this show.
So it was New Year's Day, so the 1st of January, and taxiing's crap because New Year's Eve's your fucking big night. But I went out, and in the black taxi you're on rate 4.
What's rate 4 mean for those unaware?
If you get into the taxi, you look at the meter. Rate 1's during the day from about 7 o'clock in the morning till say 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it goes to rate 2, which is a slight increase. It's just, and then once it gets to like 9 o'clock at night, it goes on to rate 3, and that's right through to 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And that's the highest rate in the taxi. Unless it's like a bank holiday or Christmas Day or something like that goes to rate 4. And rate 4 starts like automatically at like triple.
Right, okay.
So say when they hit the button and it was £3 when I was in the taxi, it started at £9.
Right, okay.
And it was only like 4 or 5 days a year that it happens, right? So rate 4 was still on, but you don't get much. But if you touch for a fare, so I was sitting outside the King's Head, there was me and a value cab, and this big white Jeep pulled in, and girl gets out, she goes over to the value cab, she's talking to him, and he's just shaking his head, just like, nah. So he points over to my taxi, and the girl comes over and she goes, do you know where this is? And I went, no, but I can Google it. So checked it out in the sat-nav, actually sat-nav back then, on the wee fucking screen, checked it, found it, it was over directly facing headquarters, police headquarters, right here in Angelus. And she says, can you take me there? And I was like, yeah. And I looked at it, says, how much will it be over there and back? And I was like, you're talking about 25 quid, but I was forgetting that it was rate 4. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So she went, oh, that's dead on, you can take me over. So she went over to the Jeep, took out a wee girl about 9, 10, I guess, sort of, or even 8, into the back of the taxi, and we head off, and we're driving up a road, and I went, fuck, I forgot it's rate 4. So like as soon as I left the car park, it was 9 quid. And I was like, listen, I forgot this is rate 4. It's because it's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, it's up there, so it's going to be more than what it is. And she went, look, it's fine, I don't care what it is, I just need to get over there and back. And I was like, right, okay. So we're driving over, and I'm going, what are they doing in that car? Mm-hmm. So start getting suspect. I'm going, what was going on here? Because they drove in the car, but they're driving over there.
And so just to pick up a small girl?
They didn't say what they were doing. It was a girl with a small girl.
Did you unknowingly take part in human trafficking?
So I'm sitting, listen to the story. So I'm sitting going, like you, I was wondering what was going on, and I was going, and at the same sense I was going, what the fuck is happening? Has she had a drink and she doesn't want to drive past the headquarters? Is it this? Is it that? Everything's going through my head. So we get to the street anyway, and she goes, right, slow right down. It's a house on the right hand side here. We'll slow right down, and she goes, right, just here. Really slowly go past the driveway. And she takes out a car key and goes beep beep, and the car in the driveway flashes its lights.
Right, okay.
And she goes, I fucking told you your daddy was in there. And the wee girl starts crying, and she says, your daddy says he was in fucking the King's Head, and he wasn't in the King's Head, and that's his secretary's house, and he's in there now instead of being with us on the first day of the year. And the wee girl starts squealing, crying, and I'm like, holy fuck, right? So this is a guy has just got caught on having an affair, telling lies to his family, right? So I says, oh, what do you want me to do? And she says, go back to where the Jeep was, go back to King's Head. So I turned around and I'm driving out, and I'm looking up, and the fucking thing's at 47 burners on, and I'm going, holy fuck, this is serious. Like, this is on way up to 47 quid. I said 25 quid. Like, it's near way over double, and I haven't even got nowhere near home. So we're driving back anyway, and I stopped the meter going down to Knockjoe Carriageway because this fucking child's crying her eyes out. Like, the 1st of January every year, she's going to remember that her ma and dad fucking split up because he got caught on riding a secretary in the back of my taxi.
And the fare was 50 quid.
And I'm going myself. But then I was getting to the King's Head, and the more and more I thought about it, I went, oh, that's alright, that's dead on. But, I mean, at least I'm out working. My family's at fucking home. You know, I'm not doing anything wrong, so I deserve to be fucking paid. So I was sort of going, I should just let her go on and not have to pay it. And then I went, fuck her, she drives a big white Jeep and fucking... I go, fuck. Was that wee girl fucking... Is she going to go out and do fucking double time and fucking thing? And I went, she probably will, because she probably won't celebrate fucking New Year's because her dad done that. So we get over to the car park, and their woman was like, here, and I was like, look, I stopped that meter. And she went, I seen you stop the meter, don't worry, here, there's 70 quid. It's well worth it to see what that bastard was up to. And the value cab was still sitting there, and the wee girl got out crying, and the girl went over to the Jeep, and I went, they got to the value cab guy, and he just shouted out the window, you're a disgusting bastard. I don't know what you done with them two there, but you're a disgusting fucker. And I went, no, not me. Her dad was riding the secretary. We were just making sure we knew where he was and what he was doing. And he went, you're a sick cunt. Drove away. So
what does he think you were doing?
I don't know. He just seen this girl arrive with this wee girl, and then we went away, then we came back.
And then Paddy gets out like 50 quid.
70 quid. I mean, fuck, this is brilliant for one fare. Do you know what I mean? So I was sitting smiling, 70 quid in my tail. I was going, fucking, that's well worth me sitting here. I thought that, and then the next month the purchase came flying out of the bar. So literally that was probably my best fare ever.
That's amazing.
And then straight away they come out with some guy who's fighting, he's fucking, they're all fucking fighting, and the purchase go, oh, Paddy, will you take him, get him away the fuck? I mean, alright, throw him in. I mean, where are you going to, mucker? Springfield Road, mate. Right, no next to Springfield? Yes. No problem, get in the fuck. Here was I jump in the front of me, that's the best place, jump in here, I keep an eye on you. But I was happy because of I just got that fare, one fare for like 10 mile, got 70 quid.
Aye.
And I drove down, and we'll get down, and I was like, what house are you in? Here it was, what? I mean, wake up, where am I? Gives no a pint. I mean, no mate, you're not in the fucking you're in the taxi. Here was taxi, was I not where was I? Was I training? I says, you were in a bar, you were in the King's Head. Oh, I can't hit me. Here's me, listen, calm down, you're in a taxi now, you're home. Happy days, man, thank you for bringing me home. Where's my coat? Here's me, you didn't have a coat, you get fucked out. Fuck. My coat. I need my coat. Hear me, well, look, I can't drive you back up. They're not going to let you back in to get it. The best thing to do is phone tomorrow and get your coat, you know. And he was like, right. He says, where's my wallet? I don't fucking know where your wallet is. So he's looking anyway. Next minute he pulls out his wallet. He had his wallet. He went, my money's in my jacket. I don't have no money on me. And I says, well, there's your fucking house. You may go up the fucking stairs and go in and get. He says, mate, my card and my money was in my jacket. I was wearing a suit jacket. He says, everything was in that.
I just had the wallet out with me for the fucking crack of it.
And here he was, what the fuck are we going to do? Here's me, go in the house and get more money. He was, right, I'll go and see what I have in there, right? Hey, me, go in and get something for me. Go and get something. Because my attitude was, I've already done well.
Yeah.
If he goes in, he can find fucking 8 quid and change. I'll take it. Yeah. Even though it's not what the fare's meant to be. So he fucks off anyway, and I says, leave your wallet on top of the fucking fire, on top of the dashboard there. So he's way up there, and I'm sitting there. Next minute he comes fucking waltzing down, and he's drinking fucking a carton of pure orange, right? And he comes down and he goes, let me get one more cup of that. And hear me, I just fucking give me. Here he was, alright, for fuck's sake. He puts a lid on and he goes, here. And he hands me that and a tin of peas, and I goes, what the fuck? He says, you told me to go in and see what I had in there. And that's all I have. And I went, are you fucking winding me up? I meant like money. And there he goes, I don't have any money. He says, all the money I had was over me. He says, spent it all Christmas. That's literally the only thing that's in there. And I went, Right, okay, I'll not be a cunt. And he opened the peas, and I poured half of them out into his hands, and says, "There's your cheese," and threw them away. And I just drove home, and I went, you know what? It's lucky that I had the other fare first, because if I had been sitting there and he was the fare that I got and he wasn't going to pay me and I'd been sitting there all night, and I went nuts on him.
Yeah.
So I ended up just driving away laughing. The next day I seen the wallet and I went, that's right, he left his wallet. So we went back down again. So there's like 10 steps up to his house. So I was coming up the steps and I seen him looking out the window and seen me, and he literally just like collapsed down. And I opened the letterbox and went, "Mate, I can see your feet." And he was like, "Mate, I still don't have any money." And I went, "I'm just giving you your wallet back. I don't give a fuck about the fare." Here he goes, "Well, just put it through the letterbox because I don't trust taxi men." I went, bump. So it was mental, like the best fare and the worst fare, both fucking.
It's the fact he's giving you some orange juice,
it was like,
but he's drinking it.
He went in, it was like,
cheeky cunt.
and nobody must have been going to himself, "I really, really could do with that orange and why, but I owe this fella, so I'll take a drink now." Do you know what I mean? Fucking
Just
hell.
let me have one more drink.
This is all I have in the house. I absolutely drove down the road laughing my bollocks off. I actually thought, do you know, it was the fact that he came back out and went, "I have to give him something," and that was the only thing he had.
10 fucking peas.
10 of fucking peas.
That story's better than the 10 quid
Yeah.
you would have got.
Oh, that's the mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. I
That's
drove up the road laughing because I literally had been paid well from the first one and then that one.
Fuck me. I wonder what happened with that woman, their secretary. Or the family helping their fire.
They opened an ice cream parlour and started making photos. Your daddy makes a whippy, huh?
Did you watch some Al Pacino before you came? Because you keep doing Scarface.
That's not Scarface. Hoocha!
What's that? Is
Al
that?
Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino is Scarface.
Not in Scarface. He don't do that. What films? He does that in something else.
Woman.
He goes, hoocha!
I haven't seen that.
You not seen that?
No, I haven't seen Scarface either. I should probably watch Scarface.
L'Oreal 55. Hoocha!
You're quoting a movie I haven't seen. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I can ladder on the nannings in there.
Al Pacino does that like in everything, you know.
Yeah.
Every like, it's like anybody does an Al Pacino impression. That's what it is.
Yeah. Did you ever see the movie where Liam Neeson sings the Sash?
I have actually.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
I have seen.
I fucking love that movie.
Why? Because he sings a section?
Yeah. Anything else?
My man makes you turn it off. Turn it off. The fuck.
He sings it dead weird too.
Tell me this, right?
Yeah.
In Catholic houses, right? God Save the Queen comes on. Whether it be Night at the Proms, whether it be a fucking football match, whether it be anything. This is generally the way it goes. Quick! Turn the fucking thing down! Turn it off the fuck! Turn it down! And they turn it down. Like physically it's turned down or turned off until it's gone.
It's over.
Do they do that?
Why would they do that in Protestant
But the
households?
thing I was
They'll
thinking-
make you stand up.
What I think
In a Protestant bar, they stop everything. At the end of nights, in some Protestant bars,
I'm not talking
You've
about
the-
God Save the Queen. I'm talking
Oh, right.
about... But I'm going to myself, in what circumstances would you be watching something that is on?
Over the night.
It's not like they're all sitting in the knee breakers watching the All Ireland.
yeah.
Right, turn that down the fuck.
It's not as if you fucking turn on the Brits and they play God Save the Queen first and they go, "Oh, here, head on, okay, so your song after." It's just
Yeah, I honestly don't know what the Irish national
But genuinely, like that happens in every Catholic house, and I guarantee there's not a Catholic house apart from, you know, some civil servant maybe, or Paul Clark or something on TV that would keep it on.
See, on the flip side, we don't give a shit about about the South of it, or what's it called?
Soldier Song.
Soldier Song. Didn't even know. We don't care about it. It's never on the TV for us to be like turned off.
No, because you wouldn't put it on.
RTE wouldn't really be fucking on, really. Do you know what I mean? Or
Like, see the RTE, did you ever have the Angelus?
I've never watched RTE in my life. I'm not even joking. I've not seen it. I don't know what's on it.
Are you serious?
I have never watched RTE.
There's
in
actually this bit, right? It's called the Angelus.
Right.
Right, this is a fucking genuine thing. You're gonna think I'm making this up, right? And they stick a photo
right?
of the Virgin Mary up, right? And it just goes like this. Dong. Dong. Dong.
And everybody around the country has to stop what they're doing.
And you choose to watch that?
And you're meant to pray. It's like a fucking church bell going dong.
How do you not see that as fucking mental? That's fucking insane. And I don't mean like, you know, it's just weird.
That's why I'm talking about it.
That's
but I'm
crazy.
Just saying, you don't even know about it.
No, see if I was in my mate's house and you know, I don't know, you're watching like fucking Republic of Ireland versus England and then that just comes on the screen and all your mates just start fucking praying. I'm like, I'm getting shot.
All these people sitting watching the Angelus and they're going, what season is this, man? I think it's season 5.
No, it's mental about this. This is the first time I've ever thought about this. But right, we would go the holiday in Turkey, right? And you would wake up in the morning, you know, with the big towers.
The Muslim, like the Muslim chant.
Yeah, in the morning, you know, like you get woken up.
Yes,
I'm not going to offend people by like trying to do it, but like, you know, the chant goes over the whole town and calls everybody to prayer, and you would be sitting like going to yourself, that's a bit mad, like, isn't it? It's nuts. But then you're sitting in the house, you're in the middle of watching Home Alone on Christmas Day, and the Angelus comes on, and everybody stops, and you're just watching, and they put all these weird videos up of like people around the country stopping what they're doing. Like there's like wee old men, they're like gardening,
and they're just standing in the garden,
and they hear it, and they go.
Is that the Virgin Mary on the TV there? Like, that's fucking mental to me. I don't even go to church. Like, I would get pissed off if they put that on TV. I'd be ringing me like, I don't go to fucking church. Don't bring the church to me.
Yeah.
Most Protestants aren't really church goers. Like,
come on.
A lot of them really aren't.
Come on.
Aren't.
Come on.
What?
There's loads of Protestants I know, and they are heavily involved in churches.
Well, a lot that I know.
Listen,
wouldn't go.
You only have to look at them to see.
So I'd say generational difference though.
I just drove through Ballymena the other week, right? And there is a fucking church, and it's like a car showroom. Only the biggest car showroom you've ever seen. It's called Green Acres Church. I swear to fuck, Google this. You want to fucking see this thing. It's like a fancy car showroom. It's called Green Acres Church, and it's on the fucking carriageway as you're coming into Ballymena. And I mean, it's like something from America. You know, one of them big evangelist sort of fucking fucking praise the Lord fucking places. So there's people going to fucking church when they're building shit like that. I mean, like,
fuck off,
mate. Look at that.
What size of that?
You seen this?
Is that what that is?
That's what that is. Green Acres Church.
Jesus.
Isn't that unreal? Like, it's like fucking Junction 1.
There's no way they don't have a subway in there. Do you know?
Like a train somewhere, or somebody making sandwiches?
No, like someone making sandwiches, and there's got to be a boojum in there too, in a Starbucks.
They are the type of church that have your direct debit details.
That's
you're a member of it. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that's money
so
church.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I went to do a wedding last week in Ballymena, funny enough, and I drove in, and the fucking Battle of the Bands was happening in Harryville, and I literally drove in to the middle of it. Right? Now, at the minute, you know how it's been, like, people stopping you. You know the crack.
Yeah.
There's William, there's Paddy off the podcast.
Yeah.
Can I get a photo? Right? So, I'm sitting there shiting myself. Now, Harryville is well known. They fucking don't like Catholics. They stood outside the chapel every Saturday night and they're like, fuck off! Right? And I'm sitting, they're lining the two fucking sides of the road, right? And I'm fucking sitting in the van like that going, holy fuck, right? Shit. My pants, and I mean that the band's coming down, and you know you're not meant to break a band.
Yeah.
Well, I fucking pulled into the middle of the parade, and next minute my window on the van on this side goes, and I fucking jump, and I turn around and look, a big massive fucker, right? And he was wearing a white sort of like, do you know the wee caps and it just says Northern Ireland has a thing?
Yeah.
And I looked like that, and I went. I mean, oh fuck, he is gonna fucking rip my head off. And I put the window down and he went, Paddy, I'm loving the Mudblood podcast. Can I get a photograph of you? And I was like, oh fuck me. And I I'm in the van and he's fucking taking a picture through the window, and every hour cunts looking in, and I was like, please get me next minute the cops came, and they were like, Mum, take you away here.
What'll be even better is he was like, thanks for the photo, and then he kicked the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah, like, nah, you threw in that parade, you heard?
No, you have broken the band, you wee bastard.
Fucking. But mate, I shit myself. I swear to God.
Even I know, like, you just do not walk in the middle of a band. They take it so fucking bad. Or you don't break the ranks of a band. They fucking hate
they smash it. I showed Andrew
100%.
in the town. Like, I seen a fella walking. He was a tourist, and he walked in like across in between the band and hit him with the drumsticks and everything. And he was like, "Man, what are you at, man? Man!" They were like, "Fucking broke the fucking rank, I fucking heard you." And he was like, "Hey, hey!" And everyone in the band, it was like that bit in an airplane or something, where they slap your woman on the plane,
and everyone's just in line slapping.
Like the whole band came up and like, "Come, no surrender."
No hard border.
Fucking protocol.
What have we talked about that? When Poots basically like fucking everybody out of the party who doesn't like him.
It's nuts, isn't it?
It's weird. Even the hardcore prods I know don't like the Bible bashing side.
Mate,
Do you know what I mean?
they are given, like, it's got the stage where it's like, who can I give the fucking job to as First Minister? And Paul Given gets it, like, of all people.
Oh, fucking
He's
Kevin.
it's fuck, I don't even know what it's like. It was like John Barnes probably, and it's not even like John Barnes getting a Celtic job. What could you say it's like? It's ridiculous.
It's so bad.
I have a story about him.
Is it one we can tell?
Yeah.
Go ahead, let's.
He was going into this cafe, right?
I know this story.
Did you hear about this?
About the snails?
He's putting fucking snails
Tell
in
me.
people.
I don't know if that's real.
It is, mate. That fucking has to be, because it's so out there. How would somebody make that shit up?
It's like you can make up an insane story.
See, when somebody tells you something like mad about that, like I told you the other week, didn't I do it about Poots on here on the coach? I did, didn't I?
Yes, he did. Move on up, big lord.
And I was like, fuck off. And he was like,
I've seen that video of him like being scored up to someone. He's like,
Huh?
bring it, big shot.
guy looks, come on ahead, big lad, bring it up here. But the DUP, when people tell stories like that, like, I don't doubt them.
Yeah.
Because they're so fucking held back on what. Like your man Paul Barry, I told the story about him.
Yeah.
He was a gay gospel singer, was that fucking popular. They put him in the party, and then he was away getting pocked in a fucking hotel by a fella.
Yeah.
And then your man realised, he's only paying me 170 quid here, suck a dick. I'm gonna make fucking 35 grand from this fucking Sunday World if I tell the story. Fucking rid him selling it. And he sold it for 35 grand. And Paul Barry's like, no, he was sports massaging me with his lips. I pulled my groin. Your groin is your penis, you know. And in the recording, you can hear him saying,
Wife doesn't suck it like that.
Doesn't suck
Yes.
like that.
Yes, I remember.
But so, when somebody tells something like that about your man going in and leaving snails in the teapot, I don't doubt it. Because they're so fucking repressed on what they can't be who they want to be.
They're so weird.
Yes.
It's like, it's
their
not even
mental health,
feasible. Yeah.
Their mental health is so far out there that they're probably going, fuck it, you know, and they're doing these mad fucking things.
They're like the most, that form of religious people are the most repressed people on earth.
Like somebody put up another story about Edmund Poots and his kids was in some castle or some adventure thing here, and then a part of the exhibit was about dinosaurs. Right? And the girls explaining that dinosaurs are millions of years, and Edmund Poots was stopping going to his kids, not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And the other kids are going, why is that man, that grown up, saying that the dinosaurs aren't true? They've dug them up, they've carbon dated it.
Yeah.
It is true. And he's like, no, world's only here since...
I'd imagine someone taking the
turn
being like...
1960 Shaban.
Yeah.
When Ian Paisley was born.
Yeah.
He was the Christ.
There is a... Imagine the guy taking the tour being like, man, why are you here? Why are you taking this tour if you're just going to argue with me for the next half hour?
Fuck me.
They live on such a different fucking realm.
Yeah. Look, you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. See, at the end of the day, right? There's loyalists and fucking Fenians, and we all live in this fucking place, and it's a fucked up scenario we're in.
Yeah.
Because they have this and they have that. See the day that we can all accept that each other has different fucking views and has different things.
Yeah.
It could be a fucking far easier place to live.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
But see when we have fucking doorknobs like that,
doesn't-
fucking involved in the government, and they're stirring the shit out of fucking people, and they fucking don't realise that these wankers are fucking just leading them up the path.
Imagine you worked with someone like that. Imagine you actually had to go into work and speak to this cunt who doesn't think that dinosaurs exist and thinks
But
gays
they
should be
must
stoned.
know they exist. This is the thing but are they told in their church to fucking say it doesn't exist? Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck?
Because according to the Bible in their interpretation, it's not true. And they would believe that before they believe anything else.
Best one ever, Ruth Patterson. Do you remember?
Yeah.
About St. Patrick.
Seeing I had blonde hair, that's what I look like.
I actually put Ruth Patterson's face onto Donald Trump. This is before Donald Trump was even president. He was just talking bollocks about doing it. And if you put Ruth Patterson's face onto Donald Trump's head, it looks like Game Paisley. It's fucking strange.
That's
but
insane.
it does. I did do it, but she went on radio and she had this career, right? She was all like fucking DUP woman, blah blah blah, Deputy Lord Mayor, and then William Crawley has her on the show, and they were talking about St. Patrick, and he was like, yeah, because Ian Paisley wrote a book about St. Patrick and blah blah blah, and she was like, yeah, and he was like, and she went, well, we all know St. Patrick was a Protestant, and he went, what? And she went, we know that St. Patrick was a Protestant, and he went, but St. Patrick was around like
Before Protestantism.
and she was like, yes, okay, but my interpretation is I believe he would have been a Protestant.
That's amazing.
And she
Outstanding
that was
recovery.
that was her fucking done, like
Yeah.
she was out the fucking hole. Like it was just like they were like, Ruth, we know we believe that, but we can't say it like you know, there's other things we have to keep in. So it's just madness. I just think it's madness that ordinary working class people are getting a raw deal because they're believing these fuckwits.
Yeah, I think it's going to end up fucking the DUP in the long run.
Mate, of course
do.
it is.
I do.
The destruction started whenever fucking Boris got in and used him for the fucking double, and he was like,
I fully
and see
agree.
when he seen them in the talks and what they were asking for, he's just went, you know what, I'm going to destroy these cunts, and I fucking didn't have.
Yeah.
And he's a Fenian, I didn't even know it. Did you know it?
Boris? I didn't know.
He is a Feniata.
El finito.
A finito. A Fenienski.
That sounds fucking
It's not
delicious.
mental. It is when you think about it, right? So you have Fenians, they're Irish Catholics. So Polish ones should be called Finiatskis.
That sounds class. That's
Right?
such cool. I'd like to be a
Italian
Finiatsky.
Fenians here should be called Finiatis. Spanish ones should be called fuck, what we call it?
Finitos.
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 Finitos, man.
Finito bastard.
Hey, fuck you, you finito cunt.
Deleted episode of Speedy Gonzalez there. I love that.
Tiag.
Did you watch over the weekend the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather
I
fight?
didn't even bother my whole.
I wish we had Connor Burns with us right now to tell us about it.
If you want to get many bosses. No, fuck me, mate. It's do you know what? I don't like that cunt.
Wait, which one?
Logan Paul and
Yeah.
Paul Logan or fucking whatever.
I don't like him either. Here's the thing. Do you know the two of them?
I know. I only really recently knew that there was two of them.
Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Oh fuck, is there more of them?
The third one, Pope John.
Pope John Paul.
He's the most famous
the
of the
cunt.
brothers. Yeah.
He was a goalkeeper.
He's like a taxi driver.
No, he was just Pope John Paul was the actual Pope. So Logan's a ball bag, but he's not even in the same realm as Jake Paul in levels of ball bag.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul's a fucking rogue.
I think Jake Paul was the one that done the. Whenever Patrick was like 9, even didn't tell it. A suicide forest or something.
Logan Paul, yeah. Logan
Right.
Paul, yeah.
And I was like, he's a cunt.
And he got the video of the guy in the background. Yeah, I remember
He's a
that.
cunt. And that's why I haven't liked him from that. But even just watching him and listening to him, I was like, I want to fight this fucker.
Oh fuck! Isn't that what you just want?
I want to
Paddy versus Logan Paul.
And he put up something like the other day on Twitter. He was like, "Yeah, all these guys who've never been in a ring talking about it, and fucking don't talk about it if you've never been in the ring." And I just put up, do you know what? Have you been in the street? I've been in the fucking street. I'd fucking fight in the street, you cunt. I don't like him at all. I really don't. And I don't know the fella, but I just don't like him. The way he gets on and what he does.
I will say, in their defence, their whole business is...
Oh, I mean...
I'm a wanker.
Of course. Conor McGregor has made a fucking living out of doing that.
It's all old wrestling tactics too. They all speak like old WWE guys.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, Conor McGregor stole WWE shit. All that. Like, see that walk he does?
Yeah.
That's Vince McMahon's walk.
All of that stuff is just... Like, boxing started taking all that, and boxers started doing all that because they've seen how popular wrestling was.
Literally.
And it's all about show. It is all about show. Do you know what I mean?
So it was one of the... I watched it, like, not live. I just watched highlights the next day because I'm a fuck paying for it. It's boring, like.
No, I didn't. I was like, I just seen all the shit that people saying they were just hugging, basically.
Here's the thing, though, because
they were whispering in each other's ears. We're getting fucking 50 million each other.
Did you see the part of it? Mayweather chins him and like Logan Paul like proper like falls forward on him and Mayweather actually has to like hold him up.
Fuck's sake.
Like he holds him up while he's chinning him.
Grim.
But he didn't like. That's meant to be the greatest fighter ever against someone who's not a boxer. Floyd hit his fucking wife harder than he hit Logan Paul.
It's just. Did he hit his wife?
Loads of times. Like there's so many court cases of him doing that.
Jesus Christ. What a wee wanker, and he is a wee wanker.
Mayweather is a wanker too.
Wanker.
But a successful wanker.
Do you know in America they don't say wanker?
Jerk off? They say jerk off?
They don't know what wanker is.
No.
Right?
You wanker.
See, in the bar we were in America, right? They started up a darts team. I asked your man to get a dartboard in. So we got a dartboard in, because darts isn't that actual popular in America, right?
Yeah.
He got a dartboard in, so we started playing darts because there's one pool table and it was fucking, you could never get on it. And the guy was like, yeah, I found out that there's like teams playing New Jersey all over and we can get into the league and all. And I was like, oh, very good. He says, we need a name for the team. And I says, I know a good name. It's a football team back where I live. It's called the Wankers. And he was like, yeah, that's it. So the dart team's called the Wankers. And they were like, why you never turn up for any of the games? I'm not going to use wankers. You know? And it was only me and the barman knew, like, and all the Americans had no idea, right? And it was like fucking months later, they played some team up in fucking Stone Harbour or something, and there was an Irish guy at it. He was like, came in the bar, "We're the fucking pack of wankers now!" And they were like, "Yeah, we're the wankers."
You got a problem, buddy? I'm a proud wanker.
Oh, you look like a pack of wankers now. And they were like, what are you talking about, Daddy? And they were like, what? And they came back and were like, hey man, you're a fucking jerk off. You're the fucking wanker. I mean, well, he told us what it means. We're all fucking jerk offs.
Is that the American term?
And then you play darts as like us.
The American term just doesn't have that much of a bite to it, does it?
Nah, jerk.
You're a jerk off.
Jerk off.
You're a jerk. Fuck up, you wanker.
It's mostly just a jerk.
Yeah.
What's the other thing? They say another thing over there. Oh, fuck. Such an asshole. Asshole's a big thing.
They like asshole.
You're such an asshole!
Yeah. Arsehole's not a big thing over
asshole.
here. Doesn't roll off the tongue as much.
You're a fucking arsehole.
You're an arsehole.
Fucking Egypt. He's a fucking Egypt. Egypt's probably a bigger one.
Egypt is a bigger one.
Ball bag.
Are you saying ball bag or ball bag?
Ball bag. You're a fucking ball bag. That's a way to spell it.
Are you saying ball
bag? Ball bag.
Is he saying ball bag or ball bag?
I can translation. Yeah.
Yeah.
See the bag.
Ball
take
bag.
that fucking on. Put an E in.
Big.
Just think about
ball bag.
Working class taking E's, right?
Yeah.
So you put an E in instead of an A. So instead of a ball bag,
Yeah.
a ball bag, you're a ball bag. Ball bag.
Ball
You're a
bag.
fucking ball bag.
Hands down his bags.
You're a fucking ball bag, Frankie.
Did you ever have that? You were younger. You used to just have a mate who would just have their hands down their trousers.
Every
constantly.
one of us done that.
Yeah.
You stood in the corner.
I did
with
it
your
too.
hands
I
on
just
your
didn't want to
balls.
admit it. Yeah. And people were like, what do you do? Like, just
Did
vibe
you ever
it.
sniff?
All the time.
Right.
You were meant to? No,
Did you like?
Not me one.
Paul Burry?
Yeah.
Paul Burry was only giving me a sports massage with his lips and his tongue.
I'm all better now.
It helps me hit the high notes. Oh Lord, my God, I found you in me.
So you did a wedding at the weekend, didn't you?
I done 2 of the weddings.
How'd the weddings go?
Amazing. Amazing. Actually, I sent you a video. There was an autistic kid at the wedding who seen me perform and he hadn't done it. Did you see the video?
No.
Oh, I have to show you this video. So this kid was like, he burst out laughing when I started performing, right, at the wedding. And he literally came over and stood right beside me and was just looking at me and he was like, you're amazing.
Was that not really off-putting?
No,
The kid
I was joking because he was wearing a wee waistcoat like me and all, and I was going, here, this kid here, I just bring him to all my, he's my wee puppet and all this here, and he was just standing laughing his head off. So then he went home and they was showing his granny, and there's a video of him showing his granny and him doing my material.
Thieving bastard.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Joke stealer.
I haven't found this now.
You sent it to me if you want me to find it.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah. It's a good show. It's just watching me and Paddy going like, I'll get this on my phone for you.
Oh fuck, where is this?
It'll be a nice saved.
Oh mate.
Media accent tags. Here it is.
Oh, here it is here.
Oh, we got it at the same time? Go ahead.
No, you do. What can I say?
It's just a wee kid just being like,
oh, you fucking hurry. It's cool when kids start imitating you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how you know you're really catching on.
Oh, fuck me.
It's just, they're so innocent too. You're like, he doesn't know what a big cure is.
Oh,
that's amazing. But
this granny sitting smoking a fag in the corner going, I fucking don't know what a big cure is.
So, while we're talking about weddings, have you ever done a wedding gig that's went terrible?
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the last one I did? And it didn't go bad, but this was my introduction, right? I was warming up for Shane, who'd been booked to do it.
Right.
And it's all been organised in secret by the best man.
Right.
So we went in, obviously it's Shane, you know, big fucking... He's known, right? A lot of people know Shane. And he went there, it's like, Shane, the best man came out, met us in the hall, and was like, thank you so much for doing this. Ushered us into like a wee side room. He went, right, so we're going to say after the speeches, we've got a big surprise. And he pointed to me and he went, we'll bring you out and it'll be really shite. And then after we'll bring out Shane and everyone will be like, oh!
That's mental, isn't it?
I was like, thanks, mate. I hadn't been paid at that point, so I was like, I'll say nothing.
No, I know. You're sitting there going, hold on a wee minute, like, you know, you want to say something to them?
Yeah. Do you ever get that? Like, sometimes when you go out with it, you know, the guys with the big fan base, if you ever meet like someone in the street, you just get like completely fucking blanked, and you're like, I'll just.
Oh,
and I don't blame the guys for it because they don't want to have the conversation either.
No. I think it happened to me one time with Gaddis out the back of Lavery's. And I think like your woman was over and she was like, I get my photo here. You just take the photo. You just stand there like sort of thing, you know. And you feel like a fucking spur wheel, like
you do. You just feel like such a dick.
Like 20 people got their photos, and I took everybody's photo. Photo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate that, and I hate people like, do you want to take a photo? I'm like, unless you want the shakiest photo of all time, don't give it to me.
The worst wedding I done was in the Tully Glass in Ballymena on Boxing Day. Right. The bride's daddy was the head of the Orange Order in Pomeroy, and the groom's daddy was the head of the GA club in fucking Dungannon.
That's just some Romeo and Juliet shit.
And Celtic were playing Rangers, and it was back and I was sitting there, and Paddy McGahey had phoned me.
They booked me and Paddy that day.
Paddy McGahey phoned me and he says, here, see, you're doing a wee wedding up in Ballymena. Do you mind if I come along just to have a wee look? Like, and I was like, no, Paddy, you want to meet me, or we'll have a cup. Aye, we'll have a cup of tea and all before it. Aye. We're sitting watching the Celtic Rangers match, and I'm going, this is amazing. Like, Paddy, how much material can I get? It's on Boxing Day, a wedding between the two sides, and the fucking Celtic Rangers are playing. It's fucking set in stone, like. Next month the bride comes out and she goes, excuse me, can I speak to a comedian? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And she was like, there's a few words. And I went, what are they? And she went, no sex, no religion, no politics, and anyway, just no jokes in. And she went, well, you can throw in a few like knock knock ones, they'd be fine. And I was like,
knock knock, who's there? My fucking spastic dick.
Knock knock, isn't a fucking head.
My big tiggy balls.
I was like, are you fucking winding me up? and I was like, "You're getting married on Boxing Day." Well, Celtic and Rangers are playing, and she goes, "Oh my God, please do not do anything like that. I do not want this. My husband booked you. I didn't even want you, and all this here." And I was going, "Fuck, what way is this going to go?" And I was getting like £100 or something. Do you know what I mean? So it was
Not really worth.
yeah, and I was
the
going,
pain.
fucking 500 people in this hall, and do you know what made it worse? It was brought on by fucking Fiddler Adam.
Is that the local paedophile?
That's the local Fiddler. No, Fiddler Adam. He's a guy with a fiddle.
So he speak
He's
before
from
you
the
all
back
night?
with his foot up going, "Hey, oh, here we go. We're having a wedding on day to know. I'm going, get the fuck. How the fuck they going after that?" And they're all like, "Yeehaw, fucking giddly ba." And here's me, no way, no fucking way. And I goes up and I'm like, "Well, what's a crack?" And everybody was like, "Oh." There was like one table of fucking fiends going, "Yeah, loving it."
Yeah.
And I just concentrated in Emmons, and I done the fucking, and Fiddler Adam came on like a half an hour in and went, "Come on."
Took you off?
Come on.
Was
And
it
I
going
like,
that bad?
"Bollocks, I have 5 more minutes." They're fucking loving it. I'm staying on. Fucking prods. Fucking the room went silent. 500 people. You couldn't even hear a dish. It went fucking, and they were laughing like fuck, and I'm doing the fucking biggest fucking hoo-ha, barah fucking stuff reasons, right? And they're fucking, yeah, right? And that was his mates from the Gilly Club. His family didn't want to look like they were enjoying it, so they were all like, right? And I came off, and I came walking out, and Paddy McGahey standing there with his big face, and here he was. "I wanted to come up because I don't want to hear before it was a fucking disaster." And I was like, "You fucking cunt. You gotta tell me that before I'm done." "Ah, sure, you know," he says, "you're a good lad. Like, I thought you maybe, I want to see maybe you're something you done." But he says, "No, you done the exact same as me. You fucked up." Fuck you, Paddy.
I fucking love Paddy McGahey.
Oh, fuck. Mental. Absolutely mental.
The most mad wedding I've ever been at was I can't remember whose wedding it was, or I remember whose wedding it was, right? But the bride and groom were big like DJ fans, like they go to raves and stuff. So after they have their first dance, and it was something like, I think it was like Songbird by Oasis, right? All that usual stuff. And then the DJ just goes, "And at the bride and groom's request, the next 3 hours is all trance classics." The fucking lights go down. All disco lights come up. It's just playing like Paul Van Dyke, like dur, 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 dur. I swear, on the table beside me, a guy took off his shoe and pulled out what I'm describing as a sack of cocaine. I just fucking like binned on like a plate. So the whole like fancy hotel just got turned into like this fucking mad rave.
And that was it.
That was the mad. Someone put their fucking foot through a window. Someone got a fag put out in their face.
It's a typical fucking match.
That's just a typical fucking. It wasn't. That's not the match. It was just all the fucking lights going down, and then just a full wave happening.
I remember getting a phone call. I wasn't at this wedding, right? But I obviously, you know, I worked as a doorman, right? So there was these phone calls going about. They needed doormen to get over to the Ramada on Shaw's Road. On Shaw's Road, yeah, Bridge.
Shaw's Bridge.
A wedding had basically fucking went nuts, right? Massive wedding, fucking 800 people. And they were beating the fuck out of each other, and they couldn't control it. Cops couldn't control it. So they were looking, the hotel was like phoning doormen and going, "Do you know anybody?" And all these doormen just descended without even doorman clothes on. And everybody, the hotel was paying every doorman £100 just to stop his feet. Right? And I mean, they opened the doors and we all looked at it and went, "Fuck, that's not our £100."
How bad was it?
Mate, it was blood bath. I mean, like, I literally was like dusk till dawn. It was fucking
The fact is,
You turned up there thinking that it was like the last scene of an Avengers film.
we were gonna walk in and just fucking lift a few people, mate, literally like glassing each other, like full on rats, like tables, people behind tables and all fucking throwing things and all. And we just went,
it sounds like if
it's just-
Tarantino directed a wedding.
and then
That's how it would go.
a certain doorman I know went, "Happy fucking days," just went in.
Just start knocking heads in, did it?
I just went in there. He was just like, "Oh, it's definitely for me." It was like fucking bringing a kid to fucking monkeys. His t-shirt off, yeah. Like Begbie from fucking Trainspotting. "No cunts leaving here till I give them stitches." We were all just like, "Oh,
That's
where the fuck?"
fucking
It was
insane.
mental. It was really mental. I think that was well documented, that wedding. Like,
Have you ever been to a wedding that gets ruined? I've never seen a wedding be ruined. They all normally go to plan.
Well, there's a story. I wasn't at it.
Right. Tell them.
The lottery was only out. Right?
The lottery?
The lottery was
only out?
Only out. Right, so say the lottery was
That was the oldest sentence I've ever...
Do you know what I mean? Like the lottery...
The lottery was just out.
You probably don't... I remember it coming out, like... That's how old I am.
Fucking old bastard.
Right?
I didn't think it was.
But they made it a big thing, right? That this lottery was out. So this family, say there's 4 brothers in it, right? The oldest brother was a real fucking ignoramus, real fucking dickhead.
Right.
And he religiously was doing the numbers. Say the lottery was out a year. So they were all at a wedding in the Peter Pan, right? The Peter Pan complex.
Was Peter Pan out at that time, or was he yet to come out?
It was Neverland, right? So there was a complex. It used to be the old Peter Pan bakery on the Springfield Road, and there was a bar.
I know it,
right?
yeah.
So it's no longer there, right? Because it was this how long ago it was. The people went to the wedding in fucking horse-drawn carts and fucking all that. Right? Fucking used to, cunts, right? But the brothers standing up at the bar, right? And the other 3 brothers decided to play a joke on him. And what they done was to give the DJ his numbers to read out as if they were the numbers from the lottery.
The DJ's cranking a gramophone.
Right? So the DJ fucking like, yeah, I've just got the lottery numbers for tonight, blah blah folks, just in case anybody's interested, because everybody was a big hoo-ha when it first came out. And he read out the numbers, and your mum was standing at the bar, and your mum took us, he had his lottery, and he folded it back up again, put it into his pocket, fucking ordered everyone a drink at the wedding, right? And he's standing at the bar and they're all laughing. Fuck me, he'd be raising, because apparently he was a tight fucker, right? He would have handed his wife a score at the wedding and went, that's your money for the day, I'm not buying it. That's the type of person he was, right? This is all what I was told. So he's standing at the bar, he's just ordered everybody a drink, and they thought that was as far as it would go. So he's standing there anyway, and he orders himself fucking whatever. He's drinking away, about 3 drinks after. Walks over, takes the house keys out, fucks him and his wife, and goes, where's the keys to the fucking house? You can fucking have it. I've been raiding your sister now for fucking 7 years. You're a fucking cunt. You can keep the house, keep the car, keep everything. I've won the fucking lottery. I'm out of fucking Spain. Fuck you and fuck your ugly sister too. And I mean full on fucking world war, because like...
Yeah, that's not really on at a wedding.
So he thought he had won the lottery.
That's insane. So, do you know what happened after he did
Well,
that?
it was like it went on for weeks and months, like full on family feuds. Like,
but he was raging his mate. His mate was like, to be fair, didn't think you'd do that.
He burnt his couple of his brother's cars, and like it went on for like.
See, if you watch that happen and you just be like going to the DJ, you don't fucking tell him I told you to do that.
So it was like a fucking, and it's a well-known story in West Belfast.
That's outstanding.
I'm near sure that was in my history textbook. Like, it
was just after the Battle of Hastings.
Yeah. And then the lottery came in.
I was just with 400 dinosaurs in the DUP's book.
How long have we done there?
We've just done 58 minutes.
Oh shit, we're an hour in.
It's really fluid.
This really has, because
what are we? An hour.
We're an hour in. I will leave a lot of what I've planned for next week. We'll make it started on some questions.
Go ahead.
Okay, Sean, I'm gonna just hand you these. Don't read them all out. Just read the name ones and the good ones out.
Right.
Is your social media same as it? Just doesn't fucking stop me.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been caught on like some fucking like pedo hunters thing. The way your notifications go, you're like, fuck, am I going to fucking
You
shop
did
here?
be caught one of them before, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you were the wee
I was the wee lad getting molested.
You used your photo. And they're like, well, then we
No,
were
I'm
using your
reverse. I
photo.
told them I was 25 and they got there and I was 7. Like, yeah.
Right. See the first thing, right? I've been reading the comments as well for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And somebody keeps... Not somebody. Everybody keeps mentioning... Since we got Connor Burns on, they keep mentioning this guy,
I know who it is.
Fay. And like, I don't know if I found the right person, but I looked up Owen Rowe Fay on YouTube, and it couldn't be him.
You have the confusion on your face that means it definitely is him.
It's him.
Is it the guy who's like, brothers and sisters of God and nature, and everybody looks perfectly happy together in existence?
To be honest, I watched the first one and I was like,
He's a
this
guy.
is just strange.
He's a guy who gets wiped out and goes on Facebook Live and just says the maddest shit. I mean, like, it's so mental. He'll literally type something like, "Our heavenly brought bodies given to us by God, taken from us by
Get him
nature."
on.
No, I don't want him on.
Get him on. Get him
Are
fucking
you
on.
fucking mad?
Get him on.
So
We'll put that to public vote.
Get him on.
I'm telling you, you don't want him on.
What's he called?
Owen Rowe Fay.
He fucking acts a Pollock sign up as fucking. Or is he like Connor Burns?
No, he's not like Connor Burns. He is like so fucking.
Is he like Cormac McDermott?
No, Cormac. What? No. Cormac just smokes a bit of weed. Cormac's not full fucking.
No,
fried
but
head.
Cormac sometimes goes on fucking Facebook Live and he's like, and you're like, whoa, Cormac, turn it off.
But on
Turn the camera off.
I'll show you this guy. You won't want. Like,
Listen, get him on. He acts a bollocks. I fuck him out that window.
it's not him acting bollocks. It's him being genuinely disturbing for
Right,
20
okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
on.
So the question is, will you two fight Owen Rowe Fay and his mate Michael?
Oh yeah, I'll fight
Oh,
them. No
fuck
worries.
off,
I'll
like,
fucking.
fuck William even fighting him. I'd fight him and Michael on their own.
I'll do it.
In the street. And Logan
I'm not
Paul,
gonna let you fight by
and Logan
yourself.
Paul and Conor McGregor. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Just have a big fucking fight in the face.
You just want your fucking bollocks knocked in by 5
Have a
dudes for some
broken
reason.
Have a broken nose already. It can't get any worse.
So that one came from Eamon Mac 92.
Okay.
By the way.
That was the year that the lottery came out.
Yeah, 1892.
Patrick, Gavin First guitar asks, and Gavin First is very good at guitar actually.
Yes, he is.
Asks Raffles or Killstar.
Raffles.
You need to take me for Raffles sometime.
Killstar's no longer there.
It doesn't exist anymore. Killstar, but Killstar was great. Wasn't good quality, but it was great.
Killstar done like a lunchtime special, and you got 4 sausages, a pasty, chips, and a pub
Fuck
for like £1.
Fuck off.
Oh, it was like a lunchtime special for like even when you left school, you used to get a land of a fucking school tie to go in and get it.
But that's like 1977 prices.
That was in 1782.
Yeah. With the lottery just there.
That's when Guinness was formed. Same
I've
year.
been fucking your ugly sister.
Raffles and Andy Town, mate.
I need to try it because that's all I get told.
Kieran Bartlett. That's all you need. That's his
Loves
favourite
it.
place, mate.
I've never been. What should I go for? What is like knock you fucking silly? So good.
Do you like taco chips?
They're okay.
Right, okay, but then don't get it if you think they're just okay.
Yeah, they're
A
not.
taco chip out there and like buttered bread is fucking unreal.
Here's what you get. You get sliced chicken
Sliced chicken
on chips
with
with gravy.
peas and onions,
No, leave out the peas and onions. Get it with cheese and bacon.
cheese and bacon, baby.
This is like no chippy I've ever had, but I'll try. I'll do that.
But-
Is it battered the chicken or?
Yes,
Yes.
it's battered sliced chicken, so you can either get southern fried or just fucking normal fucking.
Very good. I need to try it. What's their curry sauce? Like that's my
the curry sauce.
I like a curry sauce.
Do you like get a curry chip, a buttered muffin, inside or even make up a buttered muffin with cheese and ham, put the curry chips in it, mate.
That's a lot of carbs for
Mate,
me.
honestly, I know.
That's
it'd
like
be-
that's like
a
3
month.
days of carbs
That's like
for
a
me.
month for you at the minute.
It literally is.
See, fucking 2 years ago, that was your fucking snack.
I'd have that waking
It's
up.
a Scooby snack.
Do you know why I got so fat? See, going to uni and like you had so much more free time for breakfast. I'd have a king size pot and 4 ounce of bread, like to keep me going through
When
the
they were
day.
singing fucking Penny Arcade.
See, I look like a taxi driver in that photo.
So there was somebody asking about is there any good have you any good Kelly's stories? Hope to see you there. So I'm guessing they're meaning Kelly's
Kelly's.
Port Rush.
Yes.
Kelly's nightclub. Do you know what? I think I was in it. I can't remember. I think I was.
I know.
Somebody said to me they knew I was in it, but I can't remember.
I know I've been in it because I remember who I went to see in it.
I remember there was a big mermaid statue. That's all I remember.
I remember. I think it was Armin van Buren I went to see in it. I think. But I can't. Like it was so fucking cheap. The drink. I can't remember any of it. Like I can't even remember what it looks like. Like I've been there, but
Yeah.
No stories remain from that day.
Right.
There's one of them wee crap like normal podcast questions.
Don't even read it out. We're ignoring them.
Okay.
Who was it said it?
Carl Moff.
Carl Moff?
Yeah.
Carl Moff? Fucking stop it.
Bad.
Right.
Funny enough, you answered this one earlier. What was Paddy's best time in the taxi?
Right. That's sort of...
Let me see.
Here's one of mine. Ask William who'd win in a fight, Connor Burns or Dopey Davy.
Dopey Davy!
Dopey Davy win, would it?
No, I think Connor Burns would take it.
Connor Burns would take it. Right, okay.
I just haven't heard the name Dopey Davy in a while.
Patrick, you're getting a lot of food questions here. You must be doing reviews for Yanni Town fucking news.
Is that right? What is it?
What's the best Chinese in the road?
Best Chinese in the road's Elements at the minute. Their chicken fried rice is fucking top notch.
A good chicken fried rice is hard to beat
Oh,
because you
mate.
need to get the chicken the right size.
Mate, the chicken fried... And I normally leg it off the breast. In there, their fucking chicken fried rice food, even on the breast, is fucking top notch.
That's fucking good shit.
It's a meal in itself.
See, when I lived in the city centre of town, the Chinese's, or like, see, like inside actual city centre Belfast, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The Chinese's are dog shit. Mm-hmm. It's only when you go into like the scummier the area.
It's because they're cutting
better
up,
the Chinese.
It's because they're cutting up spades and putting it in there.
It's fucking delicious.
Can I have a spade fried rice?
But you know what I mean? Like the worse the area, the Chinese is fucking immaculate. Or if you go to the countryside and there's like one Chinese for like a 40-mile radius, but it's fucking outstanding.
Cornock has 3 Chineses in it for all it says.
How big's Carnot?
It's a fucking road.
Oh, serious?
It's a road up the coast. Probably 1,000 people live in fucking Cornock, and there's 3 Chineses.
That's amazing. Are they all beside each other?
Yes.
Charlie Maitland asks any funny experiences with travellers.
I've never met one in my life.
What?
You're sitting beside one right now.
You part traveller?
Hey, look at me for fuck's sake.
You do give off that vibe. I've never
Talk shit, you talk.
I've never seen one in my
He's
life.
not saying that because he's related. That makes him one.
I'd be denying it too. I'd be like, no, you're not. Do you?
I'll leave it to next week.
Next week.
Too long
Too
a
much.
story.
Too much.
Right.
Here's one. Would you chaps ever cover any conspiracy theories at all? Do a few wee episodes. Are we the Discovery fucking channel?
Yeah, the only way I would ever do that would be like a crossover with Dakchar and Yums.
Like what the fuck?
That would be the only way I'd ever do that. Because
conspiracy theories.
I'm not. It's not. I don't believe.
Can
I
we
believe
get
in
can we
some.
get like the X-File fucking music
Yeah.
and just have me and you walking about with torches out the back of fucking the Falls Park? Or
If you had to cover one, what would you cover?
a conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Don't know.
I don't know.
I know.
What is a conspiracy?
Well,
Did
conspiracy.
Jerry Adams do 9/11?
Yeah, it's like something.
No,
that's
I
been,
get what a conspiracy is. But
It's like
I'm saying-
9/11.
I'm saying everything's a fucking conspiracy now.
Yeah.
COVID's a conspiracy. Fucking Donald Trump's a conspiracy. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like everything's a fucking conspiracy.
You get sick of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of. Do you know why I wouldn't want to do it? Because I don't want people then listening to the show thinking I believe a lot of the shit. And I do you know what I
Listen,
mean?
there's just a lot of stuff you can't fucking talk about. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't think we would do it.
everybody asking what's wrong with my face. I've already covered that.
I kicked this fuck in because he was slobbering with my good hand.
What hope is Celtic got next year? Pulled off a fucking stonker here because they got somebody who is successful in the other side of the world and nobody has any idea how he's going to do. Nobody knows about what budgets they have, so nobody knows. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you rather? See, I love these fucking mad ones. Would you rather stink of shit for 3 weeks or be a prod for 3 days?
I'll be a pro for 3 days now. Right?
Then you would still smell like shit.
No, we're the ones that wash.
Oh right, so
You're
you
the
are.
smelly ones.
I think I've already been a prod before.
Have you?
Well, we covered that in 98 and 99
Yeah.
with the look that I had.
Yes, we did. You
Yeah.
had the Stephen Gately look, so you did.
So it wouldn't be a big deal to
Yeah.
be one again. I think you two should record podcasts a week because they are unreal and I can't get enough.
He said, I think you should record 2 podcasts a week.
Two podcasts a week because they are unreal.
Well, if we ever did do that,
You should have to pay for at least one.
It would be a Patreon.
These fuckers.
Which we may need to look into because I'm getting fucking hammered with requests for it.
Are you going to do on the Tool show in a high fizz fest? I do not. An artist never ever tells you what's happening on the show.
I'm going to do it in a thong and sandals.
You're not fucking doing it then.
Yeah, well.
You'd be like Terry Adams at the
funeral. Don't even look at me. I got to say, everyone now is like...
Best bar in West Belfast and Belfast in general. What bars do you like?
Lavery's and Limelight.
Lavery's and Limelight.
Pugs is good.
Right, there's three.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
Right, okay. Best bar in West Belfast, I like the PD.
Don't know what it is.
The Provy Den.
Okay. Can you take me?
Yeah, I can take you, yeah. I've took other people. Are you from the top of the rock or the road? I'm from the road. But we did live on the rock at one stage.
What's the rock?
Way before your time, Sean. Mm-hmm. The White Rock.
Right.
But I'm from the Falls Road.
Okay.
So then somebody's saying, are you from a road? Are you from a road?
Right, I
I think they say it in Shankill too.
Are you from the road now?
Are you from the road? Are you from the Vale?
Yeah. Yeah. I know that one. I've never heard of the. But I'm not from here, so why the fuck would I hear that?
Right, let's see. Funniest building site story ever saw. Keep up the good work. Right, well, we'll look, see stuff like that. It's too long for questions.
Yeah.
If hard butter was a god, would you bow to the golden cow?
Let me read that, please.
If hard butter was a god, would you bow to the golden cow?
What the fuck's wrong with you? Ever asked that? What the fuck's that even mean?
We meaning said that.
We meaning you're fucking mental.
If you won the Lotto, what's the first three things you'd spend the money on? Minibus company. We're sponsored by a minibus company now.
We are, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't do what your man done that wedding.
No, I wouldn't buy a drink and then fuck the keys at the wife and tell her I was sleeping with her sister.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That'd be a ridiculous thing to do.
I'd start sleeping with the other sister because I'm rich now. I'd go.
I would sleep with her man.
Just fuck the whole family. And
It's like my mum's dead. That's disgusting. And I go, but I've got millions of pounds. I can get away with that shit now.
Yeah,
Jimmy
I can have a team that can dig them up. No worries.
I can get the keys to the morgue if I want.
What would I buy if I was rich? No, what I would probably just buy like a giant recording studio for like video equipment and music and just make whatever I wanted to. That would be me in my fucking element.
Yeah.
I'm not one for like flashy shit. Nice clothes I like, but see flashy cars and shit like that, not into me. If I just had all the money I want, I'd just buy myself like fucking top of the range cameras and shit.
I'd buy a Transit and a nice big caravan, and I would go turn around the world.
Are you Paddy McGaffey?
Oh. Dodgiest experience going to Celtic away games or Celtic games in general? That's another one for like a long podcast. I will answer that another time. Odd on William having new material. What's the odds on William?
Odd on you learning to speak English, you fucking spack.
That's definitely that must be a Protestant. Uneducated.
It must be. A
welder from the shipyard.
They mustn't have seen my show.
That's a welder from the shipyard.
They mustn't have seen my show last Sunday because it was completely new material. So suck my dick.
If Patrick Keelty asked you to open up for him on a UK tour, would you consider doing it or nah? Well, since the ceasefire, opening up on anything in the UK is now frowned upon and the war is over. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't open for Patrick Keelty, no.
I probably would. I don't know him, so...
He's a wee bitch.
I probably would.
I'd probably would, just throwing it out there. I'd came in from Paddy Keelty and Cat
That came in from Cat Daly there.
Did I just let you out at the bottom? Did I just let you out of the street at the bottom of Hawthorne? Probably. How can you secure a stand-up spot now that the bars are opening? We've discussed this on the podcast. If you go back to the earlier ones, contact the pavilion. Pavilion.
They're open while stand-up has came back. That's only for the big boys at the minute. Open mic stand-up isn't back. Sure it's not.
How are you doing it then?
Because I'm big in spirit.
What is Paddy's worst moment in the taxi apart from the shating incident? Shating? Are you starting to notice a lot of people?
A lot of your questions are fucking insane. I can't understand them.
They're like me, they can't spell.
A lot of, and it's not a listener based problem because the ones I get
happened your name. like
Let me see it.
Hopping your neb.
Happened to your neb. Happened to your fucking brain, mate.
Heading to 7 aside. Here's suggestions for our team names. Wankers.
The wankers.
The wankers versus the ball bags. Right. How do I tell my brother he needs to get back to the gym and consider getting a hair transplant?
I sent that one in.
Take that mic off him. How would you tell someone in a nice way, but you have to be honest with them?
When I used to do the taxis, used to be a guy get in my taxi all the time, didn't wash.
Right.
And I get into the taxi every day with a game bag. So the cunt was down buying video games. And he was just a smelly fucking tramp. And one day I just had enough. It was a warm day. And I went, I'm not fucking just driving up the road with my head out the window here. And I turned around and he says, do you know anything about personal hygiene? And he fucking just stared at me. And I just basically told him what you do to get washed. Told him how you take your clothes off and you put them in a wee pail in the corner and you get in and you wash yourself and under your pits and your fucking balls, and also you don't smell like fucking shit in taxis because you're that close to me and I have to fucking smell your
And he's
shit.
just sitting there like, I just want to
Put a
get red.
complaint in, tell the taxi company you couldn't believe it.
Did I?
Bastard.
Well, you have just told him he smells like shit.
Ever play any sport when Ella or ye were younger? I'm loving all the podcasts so far. Yes, I played hurling, football, soccer, handball, boxing,
Handball.
swimming, water polo, rapidors and runaway.
Yeah. I think I did a bit of boxing, a bit of jiu-jitsu, a lot of football, or soccer as Paddy calls it. Why do you say soccer? Is it because Gaelic is what you call football?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
When are you getting Cormac on the show? You and him are the funniest men in Belfast.
There's some of the fan base fucking hate me. Like, they love you, but fucking hate
What
me.
the fuck is the crack? Like,
And see on the do you ever see the YouTube comments? There's some people like, Paddy's amazing, fuck William. Some of them fucking hate me, like. Some of them really fucking don't like me.
why?
I don't know, I haven't done anything. I'm funny as shit.
Send me in the questions. Tell me what it is you don't like about fucking William. Alright?
It's gotta be so many. I
No,
can
no,
imagine
I
I
don't
have
know, people actually say to me like, why do you have William on the show? And I was like, what do you mean?
Do people say that?
Yeah, so, like, why do you have William on the show? And I was like, he's fucking good. And they're like, you only have him on because he's a Protestant. And I went, and here's me, have you ever seen William do stand up? And they were like, no. And I was like, how the fuck do you know what he's like as a fucking comedian, man?
He's shouting the podcast. No, it's under
But
some of
literally,
it.
people see me in the podcast, and then when they see me do stand up, they go, fuck, you're actually good at stand up.
Yeah.
So they think that you're not even going to be good at stand-up.
Stand-up.
They think you're just good at podcasts because that's what they've seen you on.
Yeah.
And then when you do stand-up, they're like, fuck it, and we're only getting out here. But I like the people, well, if I fucking seen William, if he wasn't a good comedian,
I wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But people always go to me, they're like, oh, but his stories are amazing. Like, I don't take offence that your stories are so fucking class.
Just older.
Than anything
like,
I
I
can
was
do.
born before the Top and Lottery even came out. You know?
Yeah.
Wee bit more experience. Not a question, just think you need a TV series or movie about your life. So many stories. Yes, I agreed. You work for the BBC, Netflix. I'm your man. You see, when are you getting Cormac? Yes. Well,
Yeah.
they have to get Cormac on.
Yeah, we should get him on. So.
Yeah, we'll get him on.
Yeah, Cormac's great.
Cormac's welcome
Very, very fucking
anytime.
funny guy.
Anytime.
It's him sending
By
it.
the way, you're on an hour and 18 there.
Okay.
Do you know what it is too? Because you and Cormac are from the West. See,
Yeah.
people from the West, they just enjoy. Just some, you just love things from the West.
Yeah.
Not all of them. Not all.
mate, like,
but a lot
like
of
the
Westies are like,
feel-
I fucking love the West.
Like the Fela comedy night.
Yeah.
There's people. That's the only comedy they've ever been to or will go to.
Yeah, yeah.
Ever. So like when they started bringing English people over, they were like, "What the fuck's this cunt doing on fucking stage?" And who the fuck's this cunt?
Yeah.
English bastard, probably the best comedian, like fucking
Like Jason
ever.
Manford or something.
No,
yeah.
but Jason Manford went down a fucking storm.
Was he good?
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
He's
I'm
the
a fan of
fucking
Manford.
best. That he knows his job. So
Yeah.
basically, he watched me, and then he watched Willa, and Willa didn't have a good gig, and then I went, and he called me over, and he says, "Right, what's the crack here?" And I told him that just where we were, what the crack was, and he was like, "Right," and he went out and done like, "Is there any Man United fans?" And the crowd went, "Way!" And Buns went, "Boo!" And he went, "Is any Man City?" And he done all the football chants, and he got them going, "Way, woo, woo!" And then he went, "I was over doing a gig for the British Army in Afghanistan," and they went, "Boo!" The whole audience, and he went, fuck me, you aren't supporting the Taliban, are you? And they all went, yeah! And he went, Paddy's right. Okay, here we go. Let's fuck that story out the window. And everybody bust out laughing. Fucking that was it. He had them.
Yeah.
Because they knew then that he knew what they were about.
Yes.
So it was like, fucking brilliant. Yeah. And then he had the best gig ever. Do you know what I mean? So it was just, I thought he was the best. Honestly, hands up. Of all the acts that I've brought to do the thing, the two best acts ever that's done the fella, Mickey Bartlett and Jason Mumford.
Mickey, I'm surprised Mickey doesn't do it more.
I mean, I had to fight to get him on.
Why?
It was like they wanted to get somebody from a free state, and I was like, you really need to get the action up here on.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're fucking so much better.
Yeah.
And when Mickey went on, he was that fucking good. Like, it was like...
Yeah, Mickey's incredible.
I was standing there going, police? Like, you know what I mean? It was like Frankie Boyle. Gas should have been his fucking support.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, I was just standing at the sidelines going, this is so fucking wrong. Like.
Yeah.
And Billy's great. Billy Kirkwood's a brilliant comedian and he fucking done a great set.
Yeah.
And whatever. But we had a Scottish comedian on.
Yeah. There's two Scots on.
Let's get Colin Gaddis on. You know, that's who needed to be on that night. And I was fucking raging he didn't. What was it like for you and William when you starred in the hit film Mickey Bo and Me? We had a ball doing that film.
Yeah, so much so that I don't remember it.
Yeah, but we had a great time, and look where we are now. It's one of them ones, you know, where you don't have to go onto Twitter and look where these people are now after doing that movie, because we've had a bit of success. We were doing the Mudblood.
Do you still have the scar?
Yeah, still in my head.
I don't get the reference.
Everybody's been saying this here. It's fucking Harry Potter.
That's what I said to you.
Everybody's like Harry Potter scar. You're a Fenian, Harry. Let's see, not a question, just think, oh, for fuck's sake, another one.
That's right. Remember when we started calling this the Mudblood podcast, we did have people listening in thinking this was like a Harry Potter fan podcast. I swear to fuck.
Was there people actually
people thought we were doing a Harry Potter fan podcast because of Mudblood?
I should have wore wee round glasses and a cape, shouldn't I?
Should have.
And a Motherwell scarf.
Yeah. I've thought we knows Voldemort has, so I should have just had a wee ball cut.
You do look like a wee cunt.
What? Not what I said. Said look like Voldemort. You
look like a Duntelroy, you can't.
What else?
That's it, mate.
Is that all of them? And I have a few. Fuck me. Do Protestants put their toasters in the cupboard? I don't know where that comes from because I've never seen anybody do that.
I think that comes from that whole thing. It's a lot more Protestant looking than tidy.
Right, yeah, because we don't.
You don't, and the Fenians had to leave their toasters out because then it was to let people know they had a few quid and they were able to buy a toaster.
I see.
They're not cooking their toast in the fire.
Here's one, right? Last one, finishing this from Paddy Mac 97. Apart from being a Fenian and proud, what annoys you the most about the other? I don't really get annoyed. Let's put that down. Him constantly farting in a small, cramped room with very little ventilation.
Does that annoy you, William?
It gets on me. It gets to me. What about you? What's the most annoying? I feel like if you say that to half our fans, they'll answer it. Like, I'll fucking tell you the problem with William.
I don't really.
Yeah, we get on great. Yeah. Like, we don't. We're very much. If one of us annoyed the other,
we tell each other.
Immediately, I'd be like, "Why the fuck are you doing that?" Or you turn around to me and be like, "Will you fuck up?" That's literally what we're like.
We've always been like that from when we knew each other. Like,
yeah,
literally from the start, people used to go to me, "You don't like that kid," and I was going, "What are you talking about?" And they were like, and I went, "No, William gets my shit."
Yeah, I
like,
know.
What do you mean? And I was like none of you I would mess about the way I mess him about. I would go to him, "Fuck up, William."
Yeah,
and you were like, "Fuck you." And some of the other ones were going to you don't say that to Paddy, and you were going, "Fuck him, dickhead." And I loved it because all the other ones were sort of licking your balls, but you didn't do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what Mickey says that to me too. He's like, when I was younger, it was like I wasn't a good stand-up, but he always like had like a little bit of faith in me. No, I said I wasn't that good.
Oh right, I thought
he's
you
like,
were saying to me.
No, he was like, he always had a little bit of faith in me because every time he'd slobber to you, I'd be the one going.
But I thought you were good. I always told you. I would tell, like I would have went up to you and told you. I would have said to you, like, I think if you're good, and I would have said the other ones, I think he's got potential. William, like.
Yeah, you always give me good advice because I remember when I first started, you always gave me some gigs. Yeah. You know, and we'd be travelling up and down the road, and you'd always give me little.
Yeah, because I thought you were good. I thought you had potential, and you were up and coming. And I always remember when I was doing it, nobody gave a fuck. So it was like, if I ever can help anybody, not that I thought I was anyway big then or anything like that, but I mean I would help somebody because I know what it was like. Did you just fart?
I did. I needed to. And
I fucking hate when you do that.
Yeah.
So ignorant.
You'll hate it now. Like,
Protestant farts definitely have a tinge to them.
That's protein whole like.
It smells like fucking. Oh, Jesus
No, he's just
Christ.
this is just fucking three dudes farting in a room.
The Fart Podcast comes to you with whoopee cushions.
All these fucking milkshakes
Yeah,
you brought in.
the mud pants fucking
That's
podcast.
MRA fucking Semtex fucking milkshakes.
Yeah, that was the last question. I think that's us for the week.
Yeah. Why do you always have these fucking pictures of wankers on your phone?
It's Jim Wells.
I know, but
it's so
like,
funny.
See your fucking thing. That's what annoys me about William. Is photograph on fucking WhatsApp. I fucking hate the fucking photograph on it.
All my profile pictures on anything are just mental politicians pulling faces or just really ugly bastards.
Oh, it doesn't bother.
Who's the one that is on WhatsApp? It's your man. Fucking.
Oh, I hate it.
I can't remember his name,
I
but
hate it.
he's a big ugly cunt.
I hate it.
Right, so anything to
thank
plug
you,
before we go?
Yes, I have an outdoor tour.
Yes.
The Bring Your Wee Jacket tour, and it's going to Castledurg. Top of the town in Antrim is the first one on the 29th of July.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have it here for you, yeah.
29th of July, we're in Antrim. We've got the 4th, Wednesday the 4th in Banbridge in the Belmont House Hotel. Thursday the 5th of August in the Elk. Friday the 6th of August, we are in Castledurg. Saturday the 7th, we're in Ballygolly, Todd's Leap.
Todd's Leap.
Is it Shane Todd's Leap?
Yes.
Port Rush on the 12th of August. Really looking forward to
I
it.
can't wait for this one.
And 13th of August, we're in Warren Point in Duke Street, which is a fucking brilliant fucking venue. I like playing in there.
I've
so
never
go
seen-
and get your tickets. The tickets are available from Shane.net and Eventbrite. And get your tickets. Just get them bought because they're going to sell out soon.
Listen,
And all
people.
the stuff for that. I'm going to take William on the tour with me. Any nights that he can't do, I'll have Aaron Butler bouncing on it. And in the material, I'm not doing any material that's on the tools on that show. It's going to be a fucking different kind of show. It's just me having the crack, basically.
Also, the Civil War tickets are still out.
Civil War tickets for
Half.
November.
It's 5 months away.
And
It's half sold.
yeah.
So that will sell out.
Really,
So
Civil
get your
War.
tickets.
And it's going to be us doing the podcast. So
Live.
if you're a podcast fan, this is your opportunity to be in the actual fucking room when it's being done. Because I've get asked this loads. Can we do it in people's houses and venues? Can people come? We could sell tickets to it. We are selling tickets to it. It's in November.
I love people. Did you ever do a live one? You're like, yes, we advertise it every week.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think it's out of 400 people with near 200 sold, so we're fucking getting there.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's half a year away.
Yeah.
There's so much we have coming up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most excited for.
Is that right?
I think there's a lot I am, like, that's not saying I'm not excited for the other ones, that's just the one because I've never done one like that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be class.
It will be, I'll say this though, it'll probably be ready as fuck. We had a podcast fan in when I was doing my gig on Sunday.
Shouting.
Didn't fuck up at all. Like, he just kept shouting out Connor Burns quotes.
That we can bring these. These are Mudblood ice trays.
And we'll smash them over your fucking
Obviously,
head.
no cunt smokes no more. Everybody vapes. But we're going to fucking throw these at you if you shout out.
Like a Ninja Stars, like.
And yes, Old English have still not came across and fucking phoned me, contacted me.
And so nothing shot this week because of that.
Yeah. So Old English, is there really who makes it? Produced in Ireland by CNC Brands.
Is that the Constant Lemonade?
Yeah,
It is.
it's fucking say don't the bastards. But yeah, Old English, if you want to get in contact, you're more than welcome.
Yep. Thank you for listening, everybody.
All
We'll
the
see you
best.
next week.
Bye.